today to encourage all of you to get out and vote yes for the upcoming operating levy referendum on November 3rd. My name's Anne-Marie Locker, and I have 2 young children in the Detroit Lakes School District. I'm here because I have really been happy with their education so far, and I want that good education to continue.
And I'm Tom Dalen, and I'm an empty nester, but I moved to Detroit Lakes 10 years ago, and I'm a businessman here now. And my wife and I feel that education is one of the most important aspects of a community. One of the first things I did when I got to Detroit Lakes was go to the high school and introduce myself and meet some of the administration, some of the teachers, and look around and even meet some of the students. I was very impressed with the quality of education, and I'm very much interested in trying to support this upcoming levy.
Tom, can you tell us what an operating levy is?
Yeah, local levies are no longer for enrichment only. The levies are funding the basics, and they also support instruction, smaller class sizes, transportation, safety, health, and technology for student learning. All these expenses are increasing, however, and our state funding has seen no increase in the last year for this year and is anticipating no increase in the next 2 to 3 years. The school district is looking to replace an existing levy that is $319 per student, but with a new operating levy of $457 would be the new levy if passed. Of the 360 school districts in the state, 90% of them do have operating levies, and the average of that per pupil levy is $827, and Detroit Lakes is looking for a $457 levy. But there's some good news here.
There is. Detroit Lakes is in a unique position this year to be able to ask for an increase in the operating levy without increasing your property taxes. This is because the district will be paying off the Roosevelt School Building Bond this year. The district's proposing an increase in the operating levy that will be equal to the amount of the bond levy that's going off the taxes. So taxpayers won't see an impact to their tax bill over last year if this referendum is passed. I received this sample ballot in the mail with voting information from the school board. Based off of what I know about the election, this is really confusing. It looks like by voting yes that my property taxes will increase.
Yeah, that's very unfortunate, and it's very misleading. But the ballot had to be worded that way according to the requirements of state law. The school administration is not allowed to explain to the voters that the Roosevelt bond issue is being retired, and therefore that there will actually be virtually no increase in your property taxes for a school district as a result of voting yes. I know that on the ballot it said by voting yes it will be an increase. That's only for the levy, but the bond going off, they offset each other. Now, how would this referendum be used, Anne-Marie?
Well, like Tom mentioned before, operating levies are no longer just for extras. The levy would provide for inflationary increases to cover existing educational programs, ongoing general expenses like utilities and transportation, as well as instructional materials, and most importantly, keeping class sizes small. What would happen if it doesn't pass?
Well, the district would really be in a tough bind because they'd have to make some tough calls in spending for the next several years. A number of teachers and other employees would be being laid off, and it would mean a significant increase in class size. Some of the current programs being offered would have to be cut. And I've heard that some people have said, well, shouldn't the district just tighten its belt like everyone else that's suffering in this community or in this economy?
Yep. School districts already made over $2 million in budget cuts over the past 4 years. This levy is not asking for all of the funds that are needed to cover the deficit from the lack of state funding. It's only asking for half. The other half will be made up by further cost control measures and cuts from the administration. If you want more details on the budget numbers, you can visit the website www.yesfordlkids.com. And that website also has a lot of other great information regarding this referendum. Tom, can you tell people when and where to vote?
Yes, any eligible voter residing in the school district may vote at this election, and the election date is Tuesday, November 3rd. There are 2 polling places, middle school and high school. The polling location is based on what precinct that you're in, and on the back of the letter that you received, you'll notice that the precincts are listed there, and you determine which one of these polling places that you'd go for. And if you need more information, you can go to DL School website or yesfordlkids.com. And you'll be able to see where you have to vote. Remember, November 3rd, 11 o'clock to 8 o'clock is the polling time.
There's also going to be an informational meeting October 20th at the Roosevelt School Gymnasium at 7 p.m. if you're interested. There's a lot of area schools here, Tom, that are suffering financially. This is Detroit Lake's opportunity to prevent that from happening to our kids. I encourage you to get out and vote yes on November 3rd.
Absolutely. We want to keep a strong school. It's one of the best investments we have for our money. If your school system should start to fail, your property tax or property values will go down, and you'll see a decline in the entire city. So remember, get out and vote November 3rd. The referendum is the only thing on the ballot, so you have to be proactive. Every vote will count. Thank you very much.